We're going to be there 2 hours, sir, 2 hours.
All right, some music used in the campaign trail has former President Donald Trump facing more legal woes. Family of late soul singer Isaac Hayes has now filed a lawsuit against Trump for copyright infringement. Suit now demands $3 million in damages for 134 uses of the song Hold On, I'm Coming. I'm not going to sing it for you, but I think everybody knows the song. It was played at rallies from 2022 through this year. So when it comes to political campaigns and rallies, is music fair use?
Chief Legal Analyst.
Hold on, I'm coming. For those of you who don't know, I'm Dave, a 10-year intellectual property attorney dealing with everything from patents to trademarks to trade secrets. And as we have in this case, copyright. Now, hey, your boy Trump, man, he can't stay out of the news for, I guess, being sued this time. As the lovely reporter put it, he's being sued for $3 million by the Hayes family. We will look at the tweet of Isaac Hayes III saying why they're suing essentially Donald Trump for $3 million for continued use of this song, I'm Coming, Come Home, Hold On, I'm Coming, which is a popular song. I think everyone, not only just here in the United States, but abroad, that hold on, I'm coming. I guess it's a galvanizing song Trump and his campaign thought. So they've been playing it, it looks like, during the campaign trail as he's kind of walking out and giving speeches to tens of thousands of people. So I guess in terms of backing up a little bit, what is a copyright? It's an original work of authorship that's fixed in a tangible medium. So what does this mean? As we break it down in different parts, it has to be original to the author. Again, two people can actually make the same work, and if they didn't have access to each other's work, they're both have a legitimate copyright. It has to be original, essentially an original work. And to the extent that now the chances of somebody creating the exact same piece without each other's, without knowing of each other's work or having some type of access to the other's work, it's probably slim to none. But to the extent that you have a painting, you have a drawing that's the same or very similar to another painting or a drawing or a song, as in this case, you have it's an original work of authorship to use. So that's not necessarily copyright infringement. What is the second one? So we have an original work, we have a human authorship. A lot of times people, this is what in our artificial intelligence and AI being talked about heavily. The courts have ruled that, again, for you to have a copyright, it has to be of human authorship. So to the extent that you're using AI and artificial intelligence to generate these images, to generate books, things of that sort, copyright material, that's not, or would otherwise be copyright material, that's not something that you can get a copyright on because it has to be of human authorship. So if you're using ChatGPT and AI to produce these books and these artwork, things of that sort, that's not copyright because it's not human authorship. And then a last prong, so you have the original work of human authorship that has to be fixed in a tangible medium. So to the point that you put that song on wax, as they say, or that you write that, draw that image on a piece of paper, or write that story in a book, that's fixing it in a tangible medium. You can't try to claim a work of a copyright on something that's in your head. Hey, I have this book ideal in my head. No, you have to actually put it on paper in that case, or put it on wax, as they say, to have such that it's fixed in a tangible medium. So that's essentially the criteria for being eligible for a copyright. It has to be original work of human authorship, fixed in a tangible medium. If you don't know, copyright's an interesting thing because copyrights, they last for the life of the author plus 70 years. So again, Isaac Hayes, the originator of this song, Hold On, I'm Coming, he's actually died, but the copyright still exists, which is a cool thing about copyright, the fact that it lasts the life of the author plus 70 years. We all know of the Mickey Mouse trademarks with Walt Disney and how they were up for debate because they were expiring, because obviously Walt Disney has been passed away for some time, but the 70 years had just recently expired, I think last year. So that kind of put it in a public domain so that other people can, I use the term use loosely, but can so-called use it. So just because Isaac Hayes, the originator of the song, has passed away, the copyright, the song lasts for the life of the author, which is Isaac Hayes plus 70 years. I'm not sure when he passed away, but he still has 70 years from the life and from his death date for that song to still be protectable by him and his estate, essentially, which is in this case the family. And then I guess the last thing that I did want to bring up to you guys is that copyrights, you don't have to register a copyright, which is a cool thing. You don't have to register a copyright for it to be protected. To the extent that you draw that 2D or that 3D artwork, or to the extent that you write that book, or to the extent that you make a song, when you fix it in a tangible medium, you automatically have a copyright on that work. Now you want to register it with the Copyright Office to get additional protections, which is in this case being able to sue somebody for money damages. Isaac Hayes III and the family wouldn't be able to sue Donald Trump for $3 million if it wasn't a registered work. So you want to make sure you register your work so that you can be able to go after somebody for money damages. But to the extent that you don't register the work, which again, you should probably still register, just get a good practice of registering your work, you still have a copyright on that, a copyrightable subject matter when it's fixed in a tangible medium. Now, obviously, in this case, it's a song, but again, you can have books, you can have videos, you can have movies, TV shows, you can have 2D artwork, you can have 3D artwork. It's a number of things that are eligible for copyright material as long as it's an original work of human authorship that's fixed in a tangible medium. Now, I would like to hear from you guys as the audience. Please leave your comment in the comment section. Do you think that Donald Trump is going to pay for the song? Because again, if you don't own a copyright for a song and you're using it, just generally speaking, you are committing copyright infringement. You have to get a license for the song to be able to use it, properly, or without being in infringement of the song. So, do you think that, because Donald Trump has two options, he can either pay to get a license, and it seems like in this case, Isaac Hayes III and the family is saying that, or they're suing him for $3 million for improper use of the song or copyright infringement, or he can argue fair use. Now, for those of you who know about making videos on YouTube, content creation, you probably ran into fair use a time or two. So fair use has 4 prongs. So again, Donald Trump can either pay for a license. You guys have to let me know which route do you think Donald Trump is going to go. Is he going to pay for the license, or is he going to try to argue fair use and therefore he doesn't have to pay for the license? Because again, if you are able to successfully argue fair use, you don't have to essentially pay for a license to be able to use the song. And fair use has 4 factors: the purpose and the character of the use. So again, to the extent that it's commercial, probably going to be less likely looked at as fair use. If it is for nonprofit purposes, it's probably going to be more so fair use. But then you have this transformative element. Are you transforming the song into something new? We look at these parodies that you see oftentimes where, okay, yeah, you're using some elements of a copyrighted work, but you're transforming it such that it's not considered fair use. But to the extent that you're not doing anything with it, you're just playing a song, you're not really transforming it. So that's going to affect, or that's going to be a negative mark against you, or in this case, Donald Trump. If he's just playing a song as is, now I guess it'll come down to as it relates to the purpose and character of the use. Is it commercial, or is it for essentially nonprofit purposes? So again, that's an argument that I'd be interested in hearing from you. Do you think this song is more so commercial as being used by Donald Trump, or again, we know it's kind of presidential or president rallies and maybe have some political things in it? So do you think Donald Trump would argue that it's for nonprofit uses? The second thing is the nature of the copyright. Is it creative, or is it just factual in nature? To the extent that it's factual in nature, it's, fair use is going to apply. To the extent that it's a creative work, fair use is less likely to apply. And again, in this case, is a song that's more of a creative work. So I think this kind of bodes against Donald Trump in terms of being able to use the fair use the fair use doctrine, just because it is more so creative in nature. The song, "Hold On, I'm Coming." And then you have the amount that he's using. Is he using 30 seconds? Is he using the full 3.5, 4 minutes, however long the song is? To the extent that he's using more, it's going to probably bode against him. But again, if he's using 20, 30 seconds, then this can be in favor as it relates to fair use. And then the last prong is the effect and the impact on the maker. So if Isaac Hayes III and a family member is saying, hey, this song is supposed to be used for everybody, and Donald Trump is kind of a polarizing figure, so essentially half of the population, that half being Democrats, would not want to buy the song, use the song, play the song, because Donald Trump, who's a Republican, has been using it. And this can be a big factor along with, I think, the purpose and the character of the use. So if Isaac Hayes III and the family is arguing that, or to the extent that Donald Trump tries to put forth fair use that makes the court go through these 4 prongs, Isaac Hayes and the family can say, hey, man, yeah, he is essentially cutting off a subset of the population just because, again, he's so much a polarizing figure that if you don't like Donald Trump, then you're probably not going to play this song because you heard him playing it. And that can work well as far as this not being fair use. So I think effect and impact on the maker as well as the purpose and character of the use are going to be probably the 2 biggest prongs in this case. Again, that's to the extent that Donald Trump tries to argue fair use. Let me know in the comment section. Do you think he is going to just pay the license for the money just to have this situation go away, or he's going to argue fair use, which he doesn't have to pay, and he can kind of use the song because it's considered fair use based on the nature of his use, as well as the other factors that we read. So let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about that? I do want to take one look at this article, or essentially the tweet from Isaac Hayes III. He put out just recently about why they're suing Donald Trump. So we the family of Isaac Hayes. So I'm not sure if Isaac Hayes III is the grandson or where he falls in the lineage. I'm assuming he's a grandson. But we the family of Isaac Hayes. Isaac Hayes being the creator of the song "Hold On, I'm Coming." Isaac Hayes Enterprises. So it seems like the song is maybe owned by Isaac Hayes Enterprises, represented by Walker and Associates, are suing Donald Trump in his campaign for 134 counts of copyright infringement. So what they're saying is he used this thing from 2022 to 2024 at his campaign rallies 134 times illegally. Now, again, we know it's in 2024, and I would probably recommend and suggest all of you don't wait 2 to 3 years before you try to have this copyright infringement act. I guess to the extent if you're just learning about it, then you can go back to all the other uses and you can be able to kind of throw that in there. But to the extent that you knew about it in 2022, I'll probably say something, send a cease and desist letter, sue somebody in 2022. I would highly recommend you not wait 2 or 3 years or let 2 or 3 years. Matter of fact, if you do know of this thing in 2022 and you waited out for years, you can pretty much be relinquishing your ability to sue somebody or the person who's committing copyright infringement, in this case, Donald Trump. So I am assuming that Isaac Hayes and the family just recently became aware of the fact that Donald Trump was committing allegedly copyright infringement for playing a song "Hold On, I'm Coming" without permission, without a license from the family. Because to the extent that he knew about it in 2022, he wouldn't be able to bring suit in 2024 because too much time has passed. You just can't hold out and wait for the counts to build up and then all of a sudden try to get somebody so you can sue them for $3 million or millions of dollars. It doesn't work like that. To the extent that you find out, you have a certain amount of time to sue somebody before you give up those rights. So you guys have to let me know in the comment section. Do you think Donald Trump, he can be stubborn at times. Do you think he's going to just pay for this headache to go away? I'm gonna try to follow this thing, or do you think he's gonna try to claim fair use, or just simply, he can simply stop using it, but he has all those 134 uses that were illegally that he has to deal with. So do you think he'll try to claim fair use, or do you think he will get a license and just pay for it and continue to run his rally? I'm interested in knowing what you guys think about it. If you like this type of content, please hit not only the like button, but subscribe to the channel. Trying to bring you guys these essentially these current events. I'm not going to play the song. That's why I sung it, because I didn't want a copyright action on me or a copyright strike for the YouTube channel. Man, look, I do these Shark Tank videos, and oftentimes people, because I kind of interject with my commentary, and people are like, hey man, why don't you just wait till the end of the video and then give your commentary? And he's like, dude, I'm an intellectual property attorney. The chances of that being copyright infringement is pretty high. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to do it in a way that I'm going to transform the work. I'm going to use little as possible of the work from Shark Tank. And the impact on the maker is not going to affect it. So again, it's crazy that people try to tell me as an intellectual property attorney what I should be doing when, again, trust me, I know the laws as it relates to IP a lot better than majority of the people that's definitely all the people that's commenting on the videos as far as, hey, put the stuff at the end. But it always amazes me why when people say that, when it's like, and I'm not even going to reply to it because they just don't know. But again, in this case, do you think Donald Trump is going to pay that $3 million or settle for maybe $1 million, 1.5, or do you think he's going to argue fair use? I think I don't know. I'm not. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. So leave your comments on it. Until next time, peace.